After expanding our patio to somewhat ludicrous dimensions last summer, we decided to build a privacy screen on one end. But instead of the wood slats I used for our HVAC privacy fence, this time I pulled off my dirty work shorts and I pulled on my fancy pants. Now, I'd tell you that a wet hole makes a rotten pole, but that just sounds a little off. So let's just say it's wetter than a flamingo's flip-flop here in Florida. Therefore, I protected my pressure-treated 4x4s with an asphalt emulsion before sticking them in the ground. While the asphalt dried, I dug 4 holes along one edge of the patio. I stuck a post in each one, tapped them this way and that until they were plumb, then I dumped a bag of Quikrete in each hole. A little water on top, and my concrete was hard and my posts were erect. Wait, what? Moving on. I primed the posts, painted them black, and then I started building the privacy screens. So buckle your brassieres and cradle your cojones because we're going to Fancy Town. Okay, for each privacy panel, I used 2 2x6 cedar boards, one for the top and one for the bottom. The great thing about cedar is that bugs hate it and it smells like a fancy body wash, only way more expensive. After trimming them down to size, I cut a 1/4-inch channel down the center of each board. Next, my babes and I laid out a length of reed screen and lined it up with the cedar boards. Now, reed is the poor man's bamboo, but I like to think of it as the rich man's grass. We then cut the reed screen to the appropriate size and retied the strings that run through the reeds and hold the whole shebang together. Now, when I woke up that day and thought about all the wonderful things I might do, crawling around on concrete with my ass in the air and squinting at little strings was not in my top 10 list. When that torture was over, my babes and I fed the reed screen through the 1/4-inch channels, sandwiching the reed between the cedar boards. We then put Toya grid brackets on the cedar and wrapped some tape around each end. This allowed us to carry the privacy screen without the bottom falling off and one or both of us erupting in profanities. We carried the screen to the back of the post, whereupon I secured the brackets with some beefy screws thoughtfully provided by the bracket lords of Toya Grid. To cap it off, I capped the post with flickering solar lights and we ran a strand of solar string lights above the panels. This privacy screen looks amazing, fancy, fabulous, inviting, relaxing. And I can't wait to show you what we're doing with the rest of that unfathomable expanse of concrete. But I wanted to show you this first because you don't need a pergola to use some of Toya Grid's brackets. You can use these Connect brackets anywhere you want a little privacy or just something beautiful to look at. Besides, of course, your significant other. Follow along for our pergola build. You won't want to miss it.